Hey folks, John Harris with Future Technologies. Vice President of Business Development. This is our first of our learning series called You're on Mute. We're going to be joined today by Eric Dalton, our Senior Director of Technical Solutions, as well as Bruce Collins from Cambium Networks. He's the Senior Director of Product Line Management. Eric and Bruce, for everybody who's here, maybe you could just introduce yourselves.
Absolutely. So Eric Dalton, Senior Director of Technical Solutions within Future Technologies, and look forward to talking about this very impressive cnWave product today.
Yeah, this is Bruce Collins here. I'm the Senior Director of Product Line Management at Cambium Networks. Thanks for having me.
Outstanding. So, guys, thank you. And maybe just to jump right in, Bruce, do you think you could just give us just a brief overview of Cambium, and then we could jump into the cnWave platform specifically?
Sure thing. So, for those of you that aren't familiar with Cambium Networks, we provide a whole broad variety of wireless solutions. So we offer outdoor fixed wireless solutions, and we offer enterprise switching, as well as indoor and outdoor Wi-Fi access points. And what I really want to spend some time on today is our 60 gigahertz cnWave solution. We're really excited about this. It's been out in the market for about a year, and it just continues to ramp with the excitement and interest in this product. Customers today are finding, and network operators are finding that 60 gigahertz is a great technology as an alternative to fiber or an extension of fiber. So anywhere that you would think of deploying fiber, you can typically deploy 60 gigahertz faster and at a lower cost than fiber. So we really look at this as a series of pipes and infrastructure that you can leverage to deploy multiple gigabits per second. So whether you're talking about an access network serving residential and business customers, or a private network serving a smart city, or serving a campus connecting different buildings, lots of different ways that you can deploy 60 gigahertz. Think of it as another kind of utility to distribute lots of gigabit per second capacity. Now, there's several different topologies that you can deploy 60 gigahertz in. You can deploy this with a point-to-point topology, so simply connecting point A to point B with multiple gigabits per second. You can do point to multi-point. Think of this as a hub and spoke type architecture. So I set up a distribution node and I can have a whole variety of clients around it and arrayed around that. But where this new technology with 60 gigahertz really shines is in what we call distributed mesh. And what we've done with cnWave is we've taken this latest chipset technology called 802.11ay. We've worked together with the Meta Connectivity Group, formerly Facebook, with their Terragraph solution, and come up with our cnWave 60 gigahertz. What we've done is we've layered that technology with the ability to do beam steering. We've layered our system software, and we've layered our ability to do beam steering and centralized management. So distributed mesh is really where this technology shines. And the nice thing is you can build out any of these topologies with just 3 building blocks. We have our distribution node, which is what we call our V5000. That is a distribution node that can serve 280 degrees of coverage and up to 60 client nodes. And so you can put out there the V1000. You can deploy the V3000 as clients. You can also do the point-to-point link, where you talk about V1000 to V1000 and V3000 to V3000. So that V5000 has 2 sectors in it. Each one of those can deploy up to 15 different client nodes, so a total of 30. I think I might have said 60. It's actually 30. But you can build out whether point-to-point, point-to-multi-point, or distributed mesh, all with these 3 building blocks. So you have a good name for this session, Jonathan. You said you're on mute, and you're on mute.
And that was the first opportunity for me to use it, right? Too bad there wasn't some sort of a giveaway. So thanks for that, Bruce. I appreciate the overview. Eric, maybe it would be great if if we could round out the discussion by maybe just going over one of the leading use cases for something like this.
Absolutely. So, I mean, as Bruce mentioned, the 60 gigahertz cnWave product in particular can enable a variety of different applications. One of the high runners that we see here at Future Tech is actually the smart city conductivity. Um, Typically speaking, when you look at pop locations where you get off your network, it's almost like beachfront property, not a whole lot of them, right? So with cnWave, you're able to extend out your pop locations distributed all across your city blocks, if you will, within a smart city fashion to enable high run applications. And the applications that we see people running on the edge are anything from private LTE using things like CBRS, networks today. We see outdoor Wi-Fi opportunity. We see CCTV cameras. We see people also enabling IoT sensors like air quality control. We see people deploying video cameras to do video analytics where they're doing people counting, they're looking at parking spaces, they're doing license plate recognition, kind of a whole host of different use cases that are now enabled, if you will, off of the multi-gig backbone that cnWave can kind of bring, from an architecture side. So it's an extremely viable product. And the fact that you can do point-to-point, point-to-multipoint, and mesh all within 3 different products within that cnWave platform, it really is revolutionized, if you will, multi-gig capacity within smart city applications.
And thank you for that, Eric. Bruce, would you happen to be able to give us maybe an example, somewhere where this Cambium technology has been deployed?
Sure. So we have literally tens of thousands of these radios deployed, and we've been deploying it over the last year. So this is really a proven technology. So there are many cities around the globe that are using this. One of them, very close to home here in the U.S., is City of San Jose, California. They've deployed our 60 gigahertz cnWave solution throughout the downtown area, providing a backhaul to their public Wi-Fi. So if you're in the city of San Jose and you get on the public Wi-Fi network, your data is flowing through this gigabit per second backhaul capability that's provided by cnWave. And we also see cities extending that not only for the Wi-Fi access, but all of the capabilities Eric mentioned, but into things like CCTV applications as well, where 60 gigahertz doesn't have the same interference constraint or issues that you might run into in a very dense 5 gigahertz network. So at the end of the day, customers are choosing cnWave because it's fully Terragraph certified. It's very easy to deploy. We have the ability, you can deploy this as a layer 2 or layer 3 network. You can drop it right into your environment. You can use IPv4 or IPv6 networking. So however you kind of roll your network, you can do this. It's a proven network, as I mentioned, very high resilient, low latency mesh techniques. And then we've recently introduced some really nice alignment tools, both in smartphone application, on the GUI itself, really makes this easy to deploy and quickly and rapidly roll this out. And again, as I mentioned at the start, that's why we see this as a way to much more quickly deploy gigabits per second at a lower cost than fiber solutions or fiber applications. So really encourage you to take a look at this technology.
Thanks, Bruce, and thank you, Eric. Today I learned a lot. I hope every one of the viewers got a chance to learn a lot. We have other videos that are available down in the description below, for you to be able to take a look at. Hopefully Bruce will be able to join me again in the future so that we can have another learning series to go over Cambium and the cnWave product set. But I want to thank Eric for taking the time, Bruce for taking the time with us, and until our next episode, stay classy, America.